I spent most of my life wondering who I was, why I was here, where I was going. I was discouraged with myself and wondered where my value was, where my dignity was. Maybe you wonder the same things. I think most people do. It was the American writer and sociologist Thomas Wolfe who said that there is an aimlessness in our modern world, that people are terribly lonely. People feel like they have no dignity or value. But the Bible gives us dignity and value. The Bible says we were created in the image of God. God gives us identity. There are really two great views in this world. One view is that creation has always existed, that this world, this universe, created itself, that we are all a chance product of brute nature. And there's another view, and that view is that a master designer wonderfully created this complex universe, wonderfully made us in his image. The book of Genesis says, in the beginning, God created. Now, the creation story in the Bible is very simple. It's so simple that a child can understand it. It is timeless. It doesn't give scientific detail, but it's so timeless that any people in any age can understand the story. It doesn't answer all of our questions. And in fact, sometimes it leaves us a little bit confused. But Genesis does say these things that are so important. It says, in the beginning, God already existed. God is not part of this creation. This creation is not God. God is the creator of this creation. The book of Genesis also says that we have been created in the image of God. I don't totally understand that. I simply know that God made man out of the stuff of this earth. In fact, all of us, when we die, will return to dust because we are of this earth. But the book of Genesis says God breathed into man the breath of life, and man became a living being. That means I'm not only made of the dust of this earth, but I'm also the breath of God, that God's Spirit is within me, that His presence is within me. And because I am made in the image of God, I have great dignity. Because you're made in the image of God, you have great dignity. In fact, everybody in this world has dignity and is worthy of our love and respect because they've been created in the image of God. God is our creator. That means that we have dignity. In fact, He not only created us when He created the earth, but the psalmist wrote in Psalm 139 that even when we were in our mother's womb, that God was there weaving our DNA together so that when we were born, we were already born with dignity in the image of God. You're very special. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You have been created in the image of God.